Yo, people, I'm live again. Why am I live again? Well, it's because I'm bored. Again, I have faces. Actually, what face? Well, that's the season 3 happy face. Conceited face, I believe. I believe that's what it's called anyway. Anyway, let's add some people. A pace. Let's see, I wonder what we'll get any viewers in. 35 seconds and no one's on the viewing clock. Damn. Hello, Sprung Wheels. How are we today? If you got any questions, feel free to ask. So I'm trying to think what's happened with me recently. Sorry if you can hear noises when my window's open. I'm trying to let in some air. Because, yeah, it's hot. Believe it or not, it's actually warm in Ireland for once. It's not just rain. So, oh wait, no, I did. What have I done recently? Or have I bought? Actually, today I bought. I'll be back. Just give me a sec. Today I purchased the My Thomas Story Library Murdoch book for €2. Cinematic masterpiece right here. I mainly just bought this because it was like €2 that night. I've got a lot of nostalgia for these books because I grew up on them, like a lot of people in the 2000s probably did. And yeah, they're actually quite. I do enjoy them because they take a lot of Railway series elements, and like it's just TV seriesified them. Oh, you never had those? Oh, damn, you didn't have a childhood then. Well, subjective, depending on opinions, you didn't have a childhood. But something I find funny is something they changed for this story is that Toby doesn't bring the farmer. The farmer arrives on his own, but then Murdoch and Salty and Harvey come to rescue Murdoch because they change it so that the driver and the fireman get so distracted chasing away the sheep that they let Murdoch's fire go out. I look a bit red today. Well, having the sun. I was having the sun today, doing things. You know what it's like in life, doing things. Because doing things is what people do. Let's paste the link. Send this to someone to join. Possibly, maybe. Who knows? Who actually joins these things? And yeah, I have a few others. This isn't all of them, but I also got I didn't buy these today. Now I've already had these. I had Fergus, who I had this one as a kid, but this is my childhood one, and Rusty. God, I'm looking awfully red in the face. Looking a bit like James. I'm looking like cringe. So again, if anyone in the chat's got any questions, feel free to ask. Because I'm useless at commentary. Okay, Sprung Wheels. Might as well give you a chance. Let's see. Highly. Just sent you a link there. Just wait, hang on, I need to get my computer charger because this thing was almost dead.
Hey,
Hello. How are we today?
no, I'm doing good. Uh, it's pretty hot here. It's pretty hot here in Mexico. There's like a
Well,
slight
oh
chance.
god, you're in Mexico. That place is probably burning.
No, yeah, you're not lying with that because I feel like fried fish right now. Not as much
Okay.
as yesterday, but it's cool. It's cool around here. Sometimes it could rain, sometimes it doesn't. And whenever it rains, like the next day, it's like pretty damn hot. I guess that's how it works. Like after it rains,
Oh no, in Ireland it's just constant rain for 6 months.
constant rain. Oh, that sounds like a miracle. Here, like here,
Oh, believe me, it's not.
it's not. I'm sorry for asking.
Oh no, it's fine. Well, I suppose it's just different cultures, different environments.
Yeah, wait, my mom is calling. I'll be back.
Yeah, okay.
All right, then I'm back. My mom called me. She's going to go to get some food.
Nice.
All right.
What kind of food?
I don't know. Any food? Oh, I'm then going to like pork. Then I'm going to like pork. I think. I don't know how to translate like in English, but something like that. Like pork meat. I think.
Some kind of meat by the sounds of it, anyway.
Yeah.
I've just realized I can work on faces.
Oh, I have a question. What do you use as the faces?
They're clay.
Clay. And wait, so then you
The
also use clay for like the buildings as well?
Yeah, no, I use clay for the buildings as well. For example, I've got a commission here that I'm actually working on. I'm making Crosby.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. Oh shit.
This is Crosby. I'm making this for J70 something. That's his
James.
old username. I know he changed usernames.
Yeah, it actually kind of looks like the show. I kind of like that.
Well, that is the intention.
I also have. I'm also working on a Nat for Shed custom.
Oh,
I'm just gonna show it. But first, I need to take away this filter.
that's a tough one to make.
I'm a galloping sausage. I made it for like a Twitter comment because I just thought it was funny. Wait, let me just take away the filter. There we go, and now I'm gonna enable the camera. Um, let's see. Can can you see something?
I can see what presumably is a wall or a roof.
Nope. There's something there. You see it?
I'm not seeing an effort shed.
That's not for sheds.
Your audio is glitching out on me a bit. Now I don't know if that's me or if that's.
Oh, that's me. Let me take away my air. There we go. No, here's not for sheds. I've been working on it lately, and I don't know if I should just paint the walls or I should just get some material to make it look like there's like bricks. But it's been going pretty damn well. I mean, like for like five mainly. I have two Hot Wheels tracks because I don't really have any adventures tracks. I only have like these from the 2016 Spiral Taking Place set and some from the Take Along James Solar Repair Work set. I don't know. I don't know if I'm like going to actually use the paint or use something else, but it's going pretty good lately. There's also like some customs that I have right here. Let's just hope my computer doesn't fall. Right here I have Nav I have Farquhar Sheds,
Oh
Elsbridge,
yeah.
and Croven's Gate. Croven's Gate was probably my favorite one to do because obviously like narrow gauge engines and standard gauge engines can just meet up there and talk about their life problems. Like for example, hey Sir Handle. I want like Sir Handle with like Gordon. I don't know which station I'm gonna do currently next, but it could be Farquhar, given the fact that I don't really have Farquhar.
Vicarstown.
Thanks. Sorry about that noise. It's
No,
Yes.
that's fine.
currently holding this with my two hands. I mean, it's a computer. I'm gonna take it with the camera.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to working on Duck's shocked face. Because Duck is a surprising fellow.
I sure wonder who it is. Whose faces are you playing, by the way?
What?
Whose face are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing Duck's surprised face.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh
No,
dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
that looks wonderful. Did you use like your take along dog as like a reference? Like
No,
a
basically
reference?
what I will do is hello Bob. Bob's dead.
Bob's dead. Oh,
What a shame.
That's
Fergus, my man, how are we today?
Breathing last I checked.
Okay, that's how you're doing physically. How are you doing mentally?
We don't talk about that.
let's not talk. Yeah, let's not talk about that.
We don't talk about those issues.
Yeah.
That's a whole other can of worms. Wow, Supreme Leader Spencer making himself bigger than everyone.
Well, no, I was just seeing is there a better setting or is this the best one or? Oh no, how do you feel knowing that you're going to meet some legends next week?
Kind of nervous.
I'm also pretty damn nervous. I mean, I knew your channel like since 2018. I've seen that Journey Beyond Solar remake scene with Hurricane and Frankie. So like,
You've been following me since then. Oh Jesus Christ,
yes,
you've been along. You've been along for a wild ride, buddy.
I mean, yeah, I've been like in this fandom. Technically, I have been like watching Thomas videos since 2008 or 9, and I've joined the fandom like in 2021, I think, because I didn't know what a fandom was back then. So I've been around for a bit.
Well, yeah, no, I've been around since. Well, I got back into the franchise in 2015, but I didn't have any online presence until like mid 2016.
Oh,
So I've been around here for 6 years now. Actually, 16 years. 6 years tomorrow. Actually, I think.
for me, it's gonna be like 8 years or 7 because I made a Tommy Solar Races video when I was a little kid. My mom helped me do it. It was Thomas versus Percy. And since back then, I didn't really have lots of like Trackmaster engines aside from like your local Fisher Price ones like Thomas and Percy. I just thought, why don't I make one? Oh, hey, look, it's Adam. Hey, Adam.
Hey, well, lads, what's the crack?
We're talking about things.
Great, I love things. So, Audrey Extravaganza, that'll be good crack.
Oh.
That's good. It's gonna be interesting to see. I'll give it that.
I don't know if I'll be able. I don't know if I'll be able to like go to Audrey Extravaganza. I mean, I'm a Mexican, so I don't really have lots of money, and my mom doesn't. So yeah, I'll be just watching you guys go. If there's any,
Well, I'm not going. These two, I believe, are you going as well, aren't you, Adam?
Yes, I am. I hope I might make a video about it.
Okay, well, these two boys below me, they're going. So we're
so
gonna meet some legends.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, probably the first time meeting other Thomas fans, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've been, God, I'm very fucking old, so I've been around for like many long time.
How long? Like since like what, 2012?
Yeah, 2012, 2013. It's more likely 2013, 14. But yep, I've been the fandom. I've been the Thomas thing around some years. I guess.
Well,
Oh,
I guess I've always been into Thomas, but I think I properly entered the fandom, I want to say 2014, 15.
well, that's pretty neato. At that time, like Tale of the Brave and season 18 was like starting on production and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
want to
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing like Harvey and Bill and Ben come back, and I was like, I thought that was pretty cool. That's what got me into like, discussing stuff on Twitter, I guess.
Oh yeah, Bill and Ben. Like back then, I was wondering where they went, and then like years later, I got hyped when I saw them. Like, oh my gosh, Bill and Ben! Oh my gosh! And then Harvey was just like, it's the crane arm engine. It's the crane arm. How many years has it been? Yes, it was pretty hype. I agree with you.
Sure, Harvey hadn't been seen for a good. It's 5 years. Wait,
Well,
yeah, 5 or 6 years since
oh
he
yeah,
appeared.
I mean, his last appearance was like in season 12. I don't know if it was Excellent Emily or if it was any other episode, but yeah, he has been around. Oh, I just wanted to
I
talk about this. So, sorry, were you about to say something?
Oh, I was just about to say very quickly. I think it's kind of a crazy thought that like series 21 is like it's nearly 6 years old.
Yeah,
Don't
time.
mention that. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, you taking my life away. I'm becoming old. Damn,
Very old.
very old.
We're getting old, people. We're getting old.
We're getting old, and I'm seeing like the new Thomas members like starting to make some fandom shit. Like I just feel like a ancestor, like just telling them like don't over exaggerate yourself or don't get into Twitter fights very much because that's not good. But yeah, they're going pretty damn well. Like for example, Rail makes he's actually trying to find a way of making like stories and just making them his own. Like with Gordon and Scotsman, like in Gordon Take a Tumble, where he kind of changes the plot a bit. Well, like in the actual episode where Gordon just complains and then Salty just teases him and then he goes off the tracks and then, oh, help! In his version, Scotsman visits Sodor and then Gordon tries to like prove himself, but then he actually derails. It's pretty
Josh
cool.
Production says that in September, Blue Mountain Mystery is turning 10 years old.
Don't
Damn.
mention that.
Please don't.
Emily's like what, nearly 20 years old?
No, Emily's like 100.
20 years next year.
Great.
And I don't want to think about that. Which is weird because it's weird that say fandom members haven't made more stories with these characters, considering they've been around. Like Harvey and Salty have been around for 2 decades now, and I feel like the fandom's barely touched what you can do with them.
Yeah.
Do it who? Do it who?
Say Harvey and Salty. They've been around for 2 decades, but it feels like the fandom has done very little with them story-wise.
Oh well, I mean, the thing about Salty is I think Salty's a better secondary character than a main character. Like he's kind of fun to put in there on the side. I don't know if he holds stories by himself very well.
Well, in my opinion, he does, because like Salty's Secret.
Well, yeah, his introduction episode. But I feel like he's just kind of a worker. He's just a bit of a light mood. He's like a pirate character essentially.
Like a comedy relief.
Yeah, I love Salty. I think he's great.
I
suppose Harvey he's been kind of, I don't know. I mean, what can you do with Harvey? I mean, he's a crane.
Around. He kind of getting a personality like in Gone Fishing, I think.
Look, is surprised.
Surprise face Thomas. Surprise face. Wait, that's Duck, right? Shit.
I really like how they sort of characterized him as being kind of. I really liked his sort of lack of self-confidence. I felt that was really like that was really in line with his model series
Yeah, I
character.
can kind of think that they
I feel
based
like what Harvey
themselves
came back
on.
in Series 17 was because for certain little things that it would.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they inspired his character, like in Harvey to the Rescue, and then just used that, and then just like made it into his own, like being secure in himself that he can do it, that he must rely like on doing other things, or well, basically like he doesn't think that he can like pull those trucks, but then he actually can. Like for example, Harvey actually kind of gained a personality, like, and I'm actually pretty damn proud of that because him just standing around and just helping helping like putting back on the rails engines doesn't really do much for me, so I'm pretty damn happy that they actually gave him personality.
What do we talk about now?
Oh, remakes.
Remakes. Remakes
Yeah,
are a dead medium in the fandom. They don't get views anymore. That's why
yeah,
I stopped
but
doing them.
back then I had a trouble with making remakes. Not only okay, so here's the thing. There's one, there's two, there's three, there's four, there's five, there's Thomas, there's Edward. I have Henry, Gordon, James, Percy, Toby. But the only characters that I don't really have on the Steam team are Duck and Duckless. Although I do have Donald in his take along form, and I have Oliver in knockoff form. I have Henry in his 2014 form, etc. The problem is that a Duck appears in almost every each episode, except for the hit era. So it's kind of hard for me to like do a story where Duck appears or where Duck makes a slight cameo. It's not a big deal,
Well,
but
you don't have to remake it word for, like scene for scene.
yeah, but I still feel like
Like my whole thing is that
I needed to like at least buy like a version of Duck just so I could like do other remakes like Bold Out
no, this is
or
what you do. You have an Oliver.
yes I do. Yeah.
Just make just shoot it in a way that you don't see his face or number. Because that's what I did for a certain remake.
Oh, all right. So I just put on like in the background and no one will tell if it's like Duck or Oliver, right?
Yeah, no, just make sure you hide like his number and face.
All right. And
Or
as
just
for
overall shade, just make sure you only see the back of him.
Duckless, maybe I can just put like or maybe I can just edit in like the number 10 and then just people wouldn't notice, right?
Yeah,
Well, that would require more in-depth editing. I have a
Okay.
Trackmaster Duck from not take along with Take and Play. Well, you see, here's the thing: the Take and Play one was never released in Ireland, not to my knowledge, anyway.
I don't think it was released in Mexico either.
You know, Ireland and Mexico, we missed out on a lot of things.
Yeah, we missed out on some things. Although there was some items like in Mexico, like Peter Sam, Hector, Gordon, James, Scruffy, with many other characters that were pretty damn famous, like in Mexico, like Gordon, like James, like Thomas, like Percy. I think my friend Alan said that Daisy was one super easy to find, like in stores, but I don't know about that. But there's just one thing that Mexico can really get their hands on, and that is Donald Duckless, Oliver, and Duck. And maybe it was because of shipping problems.
God knows.
Yeah,
Mhm. Well, you see, the thing is, Wooden Railway was non-existent in Ireland because for some reason we didn't want the wooden trains.
no, there wasn't
So,
almost.
so has anyone here ever met like real Thomas fans in real life?
Hmm.
Maybe.
No,
Also,
Yeah,
I
you have Spencer. Have you, Bob?
Fergus here,
mean-
he's met half of them.
I met Michael White. If that counts.
Okay.
I don't.
You know, you've met Michael White, you've met Timothy Art, John Ler.
Yep.
So
That's
what was it like the first time meeting another Thomas fan who, wasn't through voice calls or on Twitter?
It was just sort of like natural,
Whatever.
I suppose.
Okay.
Just sort of
I
down
don't
it up.
really, Oh, cool. Like you guys actually met them like in person?
I meet Michael on the regular to work at a model railway club.
Oh, I never actually met any
That's
family
just
member.
sort of funny. Like you're just like, yeah, just an average Tuesday heading over to Michael White's to build
Yep.
up some train set.
Yep, that's me. The fandom member that never really met anyone that was from the fandom in real life. Aside from my cousins who were like into Thomas, I think. Back in Puerto Vallarta, I had like this friend like it was like in my like aunt's house and he had like a talking Thomas. He told me I should have like another collection, so if that counts as meeting a fandom member, then I'd be happy. But yeah, it
Hmm.
doesn't. It doesn't.
I think the whole Michael White thing is very interesting. How like before like 2018 he was just like some like Thomas fan, you know, and now like he's become really
Yeah, no one
popular,
knew
but
him.
like he's still really like down to earth, you know. So I love that he's still really wholesome in my eyes. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Don't worry about it. Hmm. Oh, I know. What are you guys' best buys like ever? Like it has to like
Oh, I
relate
got a
to
lot.
any.
This is an easy one for me. I got a lot of 28 Erdals for €10, which included some of the rare ones like Neil, Jock, and Murdoch.
Hmm. As for me, I got like
That's easily my biggest deal.
yeah, you win with that. Honestly, like I don't think I can ever find like a cheaper elsewhere. As for me, I'm gonna have to go with my Take Along Daisy. I love that. I love that engine, bro. When I first found it on eBay, like for a decently good price, I just thought to myself, "Damn, that's really cheap for a Take Along Daisy on eBay." And here I have her. She's like right there on my desk of engines. I'm just gonna show my camera just for a bit. So if you can see right there, you see like a background with like a sun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where my engines are. I usually keep them away from the sun because I have a thing with the sun about sun burning my engines. I
Oh yeah, no,
yeah
like sun effect is definitely something to consider when you store your engines.
yeah I store them there because the sun can actually hit them right there. And right there I have Daisy, one of my most beloved items, one of my most treasured. I feel pretty damn proud of actually owning Daisy because in my childhood, when I saw that Daisy in the take along pamphlet, I just thought to myself, I'm gonna collect that one day. And that day arrived.
I got a Hornby duck for £25 one time.
Nice. When was that?
Nice.
That was 2-3 years ago.
You know, to be honest, I don't think I've ever had a Thomas bargain. I think I've just always paid like the proper price. Not very good at
Yeah,
negotiating.
I see you over there, Adam. You over there with all your play rails.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know, I was rewatching Percy Runs Away there, and you know that scene because I was thinking about the map. You know, the way he goes up the hill, and then he
Oh
comes
yeah,
down
well,
like
there's
this
that
other branch
junction
line.
apparently.
Yeah, well, I was rewatching the episode just to see like how it works, and there's this scene I completely forgot about. It's the scene where Gordon, comes to Percy's aid at the end, and like he's got the same winch that he used to help Thomas and Thomas down the mine, and I just thought that was such a lovely little detail. That he used the same winch.
It's
You know,
kind of
I mean,
that's
what
kind of
else would he
sweet.
use?
And he actually compliments Percy at like running away before any collidation could happen. Even though we
He's
all
like,
know
well
that
done, Percy.
Percy,
You ran away before I fucked things up.
yeah, even though like Gordon was about to hit him and then like just stop right before his buffers, it was pretty cool like moral support for Percy. Moral support for Percy.
Something else I noticed about Gordon, like the way he's got like the winch, he's also got like the snow plow. Like, do they give all Gordon like the cool things?
Gordon's got like all the weird cool add-ons.
Yeah, and
Like,
I remember Master Lemons. He once said that he had a theory that Gordon's snowplow machine was actually the machine they had before Donald and Douglas came.
My machine.
I love that scene. That's like it kind of reminds me of Top Gear. Like, this is my machine, power, and then there's avalanche comes on him.
My machine is in danger, James.
Fuck you, Puff James.
Uh,
I don't care about your goddamn machine, Gordon. Just wear your snowplow. Easy as that. No, James. I need my machine. My machine can take away any snow on the tracks. It's magical, don't you think? Well, yeah, magical because that's the only thing you want to use instead of your snowplow, Gordon.
Michelangelo's James' voice. Something beautiful.
It's something
Huh?
too much pop and not enough steam.
don't call me Dirty Percy.
Oh, help!
I do like how kind of soft Ringo sounds. You know, like I think
Well,
overall I
that's-
prefer Angelus, but you know, he's kind of chill. You know.
No, I wouldn't say this at all, in all honesty.
What? Would you say all of the engines are actually as that Audrey rule? You know what? I'm just gonna stick with the non-binary rule. You know what? They're
Yeah, you see,
generally
I feel like when it comes to engines in particular, I feel like gender is something like, yeah, no, they choose this.
fuck gender, man.
Well, you know, it's
Right.
interesting because like Audrey, like so the rule in the Railway series was that all the boys were like either trucks or steam engines. But what happened was, and you know Diesel's too. Like Diesel, for example, he was also a boy. But then Audrey brought in Daisy, and like Daisy's kind of like she is a Diesel, but she's also like a coach. So Audrey was like in a position where he had to choose the gender, so he chose female. And then when Mavis came along, like she's a Diesel, but she's female. So you can see how like gender gradually, you know, got introduced into the series. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, me too. The way that Audrey kind of handled that was a bit like a bit risky, but in the end, kind of worked like for Daisy, given the fact that in the future, Daisy actually gained more personality as soon after like Soy Legend of the Lost Treasure, like in season 20, she became my favorite. Worst day ever. I mean, I don't know. To be honest, about like putting like engines on genders, I don't really want to talk about that. I just like to imagine that engines simply just don't have gender, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's your choice, kid. It's your choice. Whatever.
Well, you know, gender.
Well,
I don't
again,
think
feel like it's
gender is.
something that the engines definitely. Go on, Adam. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. I don't know. I mean, I don't think gender is necessarily relevant to
Yeah, I
the
agree with
character.
that.
Well, if you're writing a story, like you know, like it's more the characters that's motivating the story than it is the sex of the character, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just like, who cares about the gender of the engines? Like, at the end of the day, it's like the story that's like supposed to be, not the gender. That's what I want to say.
Hmm.
Hey, have it ever happened to you guys that you have like more track than that you have like more engines than more track?
Yeah, no,
Minis.
that's a given. That's a given when
Yeah.
it comes to this. I think.
That's my situation. Like I have lots of engines. Look, I have like Stepney, Lady, Daisy, like Hurricane, Theo, like Nell and Spencer, but I don't have track. Like not a lot of track. I only have like the Dragon Spiral track and Hot Wheels track. Honestly,
Yeah,
Hot
well-
Wheels track is pretty cool.
I think one issue I run into is like lots of engines but not enough rolling stock.
Not lots of
Yeah.
engines, but not enough rolling stock.
Because
You know,
to
that's
a
definitely
certain
my
extent,
issue. Because especially with Take and Play now,
Oh yeah.
Take and Play it has a wide variety of rolling stock, but how you actually get that rolling stock is very hard.
Oh yeah. It just
yeah,
comes like once in
with
a
rolling
full
stock you kind of have
moon.
to bulk buy, don't you? Like they sell one truck and you have to buy like 5 of them.
Yeah, no, that's literally how it is.
Yeah, like the rolling stock from Diecast, it comes in a full moon, and in that full moon, you have to get ready and buy all the rolling stock necessary before they just go away into existence. I think that's the situation for mostly Diecast rolling stock because I don't really have lots. I was lucky enough to find some like later on, but yeah.
When would you say the fandom started to be like it is today? I'd say when social media was introduced.
I would say 2017, 18.
Oh yeah, I would say like kind of
Well, there is no
2015.
real objective thing when it comes to this because I feel like when like to make the fandom what it is today, everything that's happened so far has to have happened to make it is the way it is
Yes.
today. But I wouldn't say there's any big thing that
No, I
made
don't
it.
think so. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. I feel like the thing about a community is it's the people in the community that, make it. And so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And sometimes that changes. But I don't know. I was like, if you were to ask me when I was happiest as a Thomas fan, to be in a community, I would say maybe, I think 2016 was a pretty good year.
probably 15 or 16, because given the fact that I didn't really see any like mention of like a community like in 13. Also, just a small fact, it's just that I always heard the TTT WRC like back then, and I was just like, what does that mean? And years
Oh, so
later,
you
like,
railway community.
yep. And I was just like later on when I was like 16, like, oh cool, is there a take along slash take and play slash adventure slash hurdle slash Bandai Tech slash Nakayoshi community? And I didn't find any, so I was just like, aw, aw.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting how like the TWR sprung up, but other ones didn't. I feel like I have no problem with that, but I don't know why a lot of Thomas fans seem to like take
Like
issue
Wooden
with it. I
Railway.
don't know why.
I don't know why they like Wooden Railway. I mean, yeah, sure,
No,
there's
no,
some cool items,
no,
but
not that I don't know why they like Wooden Railway, but I don't know why people have an issue with them forming a community.
maybe it's
Well, you see,
because
I think it's the fact that they separate themselves so specifically. For example, they've got their whole TWRC community video thing. Like no other part of the fandom does that. Like say
oh,
you don't see like a diecast video where basically all the diecast users are coming together for a massive thing.
Yeah, I
oh,
know. It's
I
kind
wish
of
it was
it's like
like that.
it's very what would you call it? Maybe 2012ish, where it's like those collab videos and like where they kind of want to have like hierarchies, not even hierarchies, but like
Oh,
what would you call it? Like I don't know, kind of look at these two characters coming together, sort of thing. It's I don't know. I mean, I don't mind it. Like I kind of find that stuff interesting, but a lot of
yeah.
people in the fandom seem to take issue with it nowadays.
With me, it sort of seems like they're trying to like
Become like
not form.
superior, or kind
Not
of like,
become like Sif or anything, but just kind of be, I don't know, what would you call it? How would you describe it?
You
I
know,
don't know.
yeah,
like that's what I'm trying to say. So, like, not form a hierarchy, but I can't think of any other way to put it. If you
yeah.
ask me.
They're not trying to show themselves off, but they're clearly like trying to say that they're like on a
Is it
higher
is it a
level.
superiority thing, like, or
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
for example, like, oh, I'm better than you because I have old items, so you should listen. Something like that. I don't like mind
I don't
that a
think
lot, but yeah.
it's difficult to describe. But I don't have a problem with them. I feel like, to be honest, I think they get a little too much hate.
Yeah,
Um,
me
Well, no,
neither. Some
you see, I've never seen too much hate, so I'm not one to comment on this. But
Yeah, me neither, honestly. I mean, yeah, sometimes they can really get too far with opinions, but I don't see anything bad in them. I actually collect some wooden railway engines. I have some in like my basement,
Oh,
and
I've got. I'll be back in a second. I've got something to show you then when it comes to wooden railway.
okay.
I think I have one wooden railway item, and it's an Ashima.
I do have lots of diecast items, but I can't really take them out right now because sunlight. But I do have some of them
Oh my
right.
god, it's a shoebox from Shaw's.
Shoe boxes, my favorites.
New and box items.
Nips.
Someone somewhere on the internet is currently fangirling over
Okay, so
over these wooden
New
boxes.
and box items, guys. These are all 100% authentic, worth $1,000 each on eBay.
want to see
Probably,
what my favorite
probably.
wooden railway is? This baby, this kachunga, this kachungus. This is what's
See,
it
that's
called?
the thing. There is. You see, here's the thing. Tomy and Trackmaster, they don't separate themselves as a community at all. Or at least that's how I see it. So what if we
I
got
don't
one
know.
new and box section?
It's weird how, like, I mean, not weird, but like, it's interesting, I guess you could say, how, like, Tomy, Trackmaster community are really just part of the Thomas community, but the TWR is like, it's like its own thing, So it's just
That's what I
weird.
don't get about that.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's like when people form groups together, it's like, I don't think they can explain why they formed them, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Is sensing your vibe today.
I mean, is Wooden Railway different from Thomas? Like, the way you have different wikis? Like, maybe it's just that sort of scenario where, like, you have a different wiki for Wooden Railway.
Oh, speaking of which, here's something actually wooden railway. I've got a wooden railway with new and
Oh,
box.
cool. Wait, so
Well,
now we're
that's
doing like a show off of nib items. I'm getting
Well,
invested.
well, that's just. But you see, I just figured.
Hello.
Oh, wooden railway. I've got a whole box of it.
Shit, man. Hey, John.
Jono.
John. Also, I've got another box.
Done.
And wait, let me guess. Is it minis?
Is it? Oh, I used to preserve
No,
it.
no, this is strictly take and play and adventures.
Oh, wait. Wait, I have a question. Do you
Yeah.
own the 2013 Take and Play Douglas by any chance?
No, sadly, I don't. I don't think anyone owns that.
Okay.
That is an elusive item.
That's a really hard to find item like Take Along Hero.
But
Yeah,
I do
that's
have
that's
a,
one.
No, go on, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, okay. That's one Tomy product or Take and Play, whatever. Not Take and Play, Tomy product. I'd love to have Patchwork Hero, but I probably never will, sadly.
Well, speaking of 2013 Take and Play, I do have one new unboxed 2013 Take and Play item. I'm gonna have you guys guess.
That's Diesel 10.
Hero, Victor. No, I'm gonna go Hero.
Diesel 10.
Oh,
Yep. I saw the picture in Twitter. I saw it.
I should check his Twitter more often. Then I would have known.
what else have I got? Well, I will say this: I do have like 5 new unboxed Diamond Thomases.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Out of
Maybe
nowhere.
I should keep more things in boxes. I don't do that. I just open it. I get too impulsive.
Yeah,
No,
me
the only
too.
reason I did that is because I was like, okay, the 2015 Take and Play Gold Thomas that sells for $200 now.
Actually,
I need a bank
I do have the Gold Thomas. That's the only thing I have in box. Yeah.
The only nib thing, I don't really have lots of nib items because once when I got like a new inbox Take Along Aryan Bird for last Christmas, instead of just leaving it in inbox, I just opened it. But I opened the box gently, just so you guys don't worry. Don't worry, the box is still safe.
Well, it's your item. You can. My favorite
Yeah.
merchandise range has to be Take and Play from 2020 till 2010
Yeah.
from 2013. That is when diecast was at its peak, engine-wise, anyway.
Honestly, I kind of like Take Along 2006 via 2009 and Take and Play 2011 to 2013. I think those two were their peaks. Wait, my mom's calling.
Yep. Bob, you've been quiet.
I have been.
Well, I have to
Would
go.
would you like to have an input on this discussion?
And I've been too loud.
Should I have one?
Well, I'm just asking for your opinion, Bob. All opinions are valid.
Well, I have to
Not
go now.
Bob's.
I gotta go eat dinner. It's like 2 p.m.
Okay.
Anyways, goodbye, guys.
It's quite funny looking for all this new unboxed stuff now. I haven't looked through this in quite a while. I've got a lot of it. I got Adventures Caitlin.
Deadly.
I got Take and Play Rex. Metallic.
I really
Yeah,
did
no,
they
I
did they
got
ever
three
release the miniature engines in Take and Play, or take a Adventures? I mean,
Mike technically got a collectible railway release.
yeah, but I mean the ones with the plastic couplings, because I feel like
Yeah,
that-
I know, but that's what I mean. Collectible railway. That
oh
is
yeah, so they did.
Adventures.
Okay, good. Because
Well, no, Mike did. No one else did.
Oh well, then why did they even bother then? Yeah. The funny thing about the take and play was like the magnet was nearly the same size as their face.
Yeah, no, I hated that. Also, my dog's just walked in. No. So, you boys look excited for the... all three of you are going to the Audrey Extravaganza.
We'll just smuggle you in, Spencer.
If you could, I would love that, actually, if you could.
Hop in the boot.
Hop in the suitcase. We'll leave you here for a couple hours. And then never come back.
Suitcase, we like it gets on. We put you on a Ryanair flight and it takes you all over the place instead of actually where you want to go.
Just like you put me in the back trunk of some Ryanair flight. Next thing I know, I wake up, I'm in Romania.
Or Ukraine.
We don't make those jokes.
Okay.
Not since the war.
We don't mention the war.
Which one?
The Vietnam one.
The 57th one. Did you know the 100-year war lasted, what was it, 100 or was it 7 years? No, that's a 7-year war. How long did the 100-year war last? I think it was
100 years.
Could have been.
Well, that would make sense considering it is called the 100-Year War.
No, I need to look this up because I know it isn't.
It's 116.
Why is it called that? Who is this war against? Who partook in it? It is clearly a generational thing.
Yeah, 116. Yeah, you're right.
Jesus Christ. So
116.
so
That's
you three are in collective agreement that you're all going to tackle Unlucky Tug at the same time.
No.
I can't confirm or deny.
For legal reasons, we cannot disclose.
Why are we beating up on Lucky Tug?
Because he's
To recreate the
American.
JoJo meme.
Why
Because
did you
JoJo
beat him?
memes are cool.
Beat up someone else. I don't want to beat up Unlucky.
He clearly be
I-
on it. I feel like he would if you would ask him just like, hey, can we just take a picture of it looking like we're beating the crap out of you?
Yeah, be
Yeah, go
hilarious.
Oh God, could you imagine? I'm just thinking, like in 5 or 6 years, I'll find that photo and I'm like, why did I do that?
Anyway, Duck has new faces, and I've just realized that I don't have Duck with me. So I can't put the new faces on him.
Yes, well, Audrey Extravaganza, this should be interesting, you know. A
Got
lot
some
of
big names.
Thomas fans there.
I mean, I'd hope
have
there's a
Alexa
lot of
Snarky
Thomas
Dan?
fans at a Thomas event.
Yeah.
No, this is gonna be. It's gonna be for Roy the Racing Car fans.
Okay, here is Percy with Duck's shock face.
So are you? So you're what? Are you? Oh, deadly.
So what day are each of you heading out?
I leave the 22nd.
Okay. Okay.
I
Yeah.
also leave the 22nd.
Yeah, I leave on the 22nd. Why?
No, just curious when you are all leaving. Wait, are you taking a ferry or a plane?
I'm
I'm
taking
taking
the
the-
ferry.
I'm taking the ferry.
I'm taking the ferry on the most confident way to get there.
I'm going through Dublin Port.
I'm going to Larne and get the boat to Scotland. And I'm going to get
What?
driven all the way there.
Scotland. Scotland.
Where are you going, Bob?
No clue. I just know I'm getting the ferry.
Okay.
If Spencer was going, he'd be going to, what is it, Rosslare?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that would be my best option. Unless they want to tag team with any of you guys. Just like, okay, lads, we'll go together as a group.
Everyone come to the. Everyone go get back to my place when we're done.
A session, an Irish boys session.
Yeah, nothing but
I got-
drinks and booze.
I have a house that's rented for my family near Towin, like 2 miles away.
Oh, nice.
Should be nice. I do wonder. I do have a feeling like, you know, after the day is over, I imagine a few Thomas fans probably will be meeting up in a pub or something. But you know,
that seems like a definite thing. Like Luke Ryan.
I'm just imagining him like I'm just picturing Luke Ryan like in a bar playing the Thomas theme on the piano or playing the Scarlowy Railway theme half drunk.
Well, no, I just imagine going to a pub and just like 3 pint glasses of your finest beverage, and then he downs them in 10 seconds.
Wales. I'm going to Wales.
I'm
Now,
going to fucking Scotland, boy.
Scotland, Scottish. What did you do? Whenever I think of Wales, I think of Scarlowy's line. What did you do?
I think of sheep.
What did you do?
Yeah.
Well, dear Adam, John, and Bob to put him.
So Spencer, why aren't you heading out?
Well, because I didn't book anything and I don't have money. Next year, definitely, though. I feel I want to save up and go.
Yeah, definitely.
And I want to meet all you guys, and I want to meet other people, and I'd like to shake the hands of a lot of people, just like I respected your work for many years.
or bump the elbows rather. Is that still a thing? Do we still bump the elbows, or are we back to handshaking? I don't know.
I'm back to
I left the
handshakes.
house. Okay, back
Handshake
to handshake.
everyone, but beat up all the tugs. Trust.
John, if I hear about you beating up anyone up, we're kicking you out of the Irish boys.
So
I'm not gonna
I'm just
beat
like
anyone
I just
up.
like to clarify a bunch of Irish lads, or Irish boys rather, going over onto English soil. Is this a good idea?
No, I'm pretty sure you are all guaranteed instant shootings the moment you step foot on the English soil. Except for Fergus and John, because they're from the north. You'll
Oh,
be
right,
seen
okay.
as
Well then, I guess
Yay,
it's
I'm
more
an
complicated
exception.
from their perception.
Don't worry, you just have to touch Tom Wolt. Spoiler.
That's gonna be
wouldn't
hot.
that hurt though, if it's hot?
We'll touch something of Tom Wolt that's original, like the valve gear or the wheels.
Hopefully Michael White will be there.
He is meant to be there
Yes.
because I've been talking to Timothy. Isn't he? Well, you probably know this better than I do, Fergus, but I believe him and Timothy are working on the actual exhibition for the models.
I believe so.
Yeah.
They did last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that video of the exhibition where I remember Michael White being like kind of around there. I think, yeah.
Yeah. I found it funny because in that video, the Bluey 2 just goes up to Luke Ryan, just like, "Oh, hey, Luke," and he's just like, "Well, sorry, mate, I've got to do something." Just like,
Oh dear.
and I believe you can see some lovely familiar. I believe Sam Wilkinson's in the background of that one. Lovely chap.
Fine chap. I actually am looking forward
Mr.
to
Conductor.
I am
Oh, yes.
interested to see who will be there. Like, you know, I wouldn't I wouldn't be too cruel to Sam. I think I'd be fairly nice to him.
No, I
Well,
got a
that's the
better
thing.
idea. Bring an actual Mr. Conductor costume and just give it to Sam.
See, as funny as that would be, I'd also find it would be kind of mean.
Or, if for those who don't know, he was actually Mr. Conductor at Daylight Out with Thomas Fence for a couple of years at the battlefield line.
It's funny that Mr. Conductor be seen as that relevant to put him at a Day Out with Thomas event.
I don't know, maybe because they wanted a person. Maybe because they thought it would be easy to put him there because he's just a costume. All you need would be a costume.
Hmm.
How exciting!
Are you all seeing the model exhibition?
The what exhibition?
The layout exhibition. Have you all paid for? Have you all booked that?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
What about you, Adam?
I'll just double check what I booked. I know I booked something ages ago.
Yeah, because like things sold like within the hour. From what I remember.
Yeah, it is. I know I have those screenshots saved somewhere. I'll tell you now in just 1 second.
Is Mattel involved with Godric Extravaganza as use of their characters? Well, you see, here's the thing: the Teleclin Railway, I believe they've got permission to like use the characters, being like, yes, you can use Rheneas or whatever, because Audrey was like, yeah, I give you permission for this.
And Sam's bringing some Mattel goodies.
Well, presumably, unless they got into contact with Tom's props, because I theorize that because like Tom's in England, he could easily, if he wanted to, if they got in contact with him, I'd say he'd be more than willing to drive down and be like, yes, here's my Duncan and Rheneas.
Imagine if Sam just brought up like the spare glowy body.
Well, not even the spare one, because we don't know where the large-scale Skarloey is. So we could see that if we wanted to see something Skarloey related. I hope someone does a blog of the Godric Extravaganza. Well, someone is probably going to do that.
Well, yeah, I imagine. Like, I'm hoping to take a few videos myself, like just to kind of document the day.
Considering what they did last year, like they filmed a whole video of like going around just being like, yes, here's what's on display.
Yes, here's what you can watch via Twitter.
Well, no, they did a whole thing on their YouTube channel, like a whole 30-minute video.
Yeah, I've seen it. Let's see.
I imagine them doing something like that for this year as well. Blog or vlog. What's the difference?
Blog
Actually,
is
is there a difference?
text. Vlog is recording.
Okay. Thank you, Bob, for that insightful information.
Yes, so I just found my thing. So it's the Audrey exhibition. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I got an exclusive train.
Oh yeah, you got one of the trains. I remember you talking about just like, lads, I got one of the trains. When everyone was like, oh my god, they're sold out.
I was desperate to get in the photo one.
Yeah, I got the picnic one.
Are any of you just gonna go and drive Duncan?
Maybe.
I would like to. I would like to, but I'd probably get in the cab and I'd say, listen, if this crashes, you know,
Like what?
I think I'd wet
Is it
myself.
£5 or
Like,
£10 to actually go and buy? Like,
it would
Like,
stress me out.
I would be quite stressed. Yeah. What's his name? Douglas.
that's the name of the engine.
Actually, I think I have some photos of Douglas when I went there in 2019.
BC, before COVID.
Yeah, different times.
2019 BC, before COVID.
AC.
After COVID.
I'm sure it'll be a grand old day.
I imagine so.
I'm driving over. So yeah, because when I went there the first time, it was kind of hard to get around, because you're sort of relying on transport, but the transport in Wales is actually pretty good. But I think it's just better to have kind of your own car, so you can kind of go around do your own thing.
Yeah, no, that makes pure sense. Not too sure about this, but were the Railway Series characters licensed from Wilbur Tawdry to the Brit Craft Company before 1998? Well, you see,
I'd say so.
Yeah, no, because I remember it was like around Series 3 where Brit bought something off Vaudry. And then after his death, Brit went up and bought everything she could. She had full control of Thomas after that. She went and bought up all the other rights.
Money makes the world go round.
Money makes the world go round. Sadly.
Okay, so I'm just putting in the route here, and Google is telling me that this route has tolls, this route includes ferry, and this route includes crossing a country border. Interesting.
Crossing borders. We're heading up north.
I'm thinking of that scene from what is it, Rusty to the Rescue? You know that music when they go over the viaduct.
Yeah.
Someone's phone's gonna die. It's Spencer's. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, the stream's gonna die if this goes.
Uh-oh.
Where did I put my charger? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, I think I really like Rusty's theme, or is it Step? No, it's Rusty's theme. Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite classic series theme. Being honest. It's just so beautiful.
What do you think of Midlander after the rebuild?
Midlander.
Yeah, of the Taliflin. It became all chunky.
Well, no, I believe that's more of a distribution rights thing for the film exclusively because Destination Films was bought by Sony. Or I could be entirely wrong. We've currently got 0 viewers.
Yay! Wait,
No
no.
viewers.
Did you say 1,000 or 0, Spencer?
0.
Oh, okay.
Okay, everyone, there's no viewers. Let's spell every secret that we know.
I have the Perspex Thomas model right next to me. It is currently wearing the Season 11 Happy Face that I stole from Tom's Props.
Nice.
I am secretly a woman, but you can't tell anyone.
I personally know the person who stole Bob the Builder in 2012.
Toby and Stepney are here on my bed with me.
I have the second Diesel 10 model, which hasn't been seen for like a billion years.
I have
Yeah,
Grampus.
I'm not really Irish.
Well, now I believe there's only one thing we can do to this now. We have to block you from the Irish boys.
No, I created that group. You cannot remove me from it. I brought you together. You cannot use that against me.
I remember I was just randomly added, just like, oh, this is a thing now. That's cool.
This will be my life.
It's a-
I've worked my life joining everyone together. And by
Only
that I
to
mean
then
like
separate
a
them
year and
apart.
a half.
It's poetic.
We've seen people come and go, but the Irish boys remain strong.
Let's see who we will. Well, a lot of people just aren't active anymore.
I mean, what, Pickle left?
Killian,
Prickles.
Prickles left.
There was a couple others that like added it and then immediately left.
Yeah, Tidmouth left. Well, he was never never really active. Michael left.
Now, did Michael leave, or did he just leave Twitter?
No, he left.
He
Then
left
he
the group
rejoined.
first.
And then he left just before he left Twitter.
He still asks about you though.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. He was
Oh, what a
asking the
sweet-
day his episode dropped for All Engines Go.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that one actually. Just to
Yeah,
see
I
how-
linked it in the chat. Remember, ages ago.
Fuck.
Well,
Well, no,
no,
I
I
tried-
I can link it to you again. Honestly, I'll find it here.
Well, send it to me on Twitter directly, so that way I'll always be like,
I'll just check that the drive actually works.
well, no, I've been following Michael's more. I followed his non-Thomas work for it because I looked into his other show he wrote for Pablo, which I found quite enjoyable.
Yeah, actually, I was listening to your stream with German of Sodor there, and
Yeah.
I went and watched the episode with Michael in the train, like you said,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I there was one really funny bit in this, Spencer. I don't know if you know it, but they were saying about how they're filling up the engines with coal and water, and they put the water into the firebox just after putting the coal into it, and I was like, oh god. That isn't how that works. But I'm sure Michael would, he obviously knows that. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't know that, obviously, but it's just funny.
There was nothing wrong. I haven't seen anyone criticize him for writing for All Engines Go.
Yeah, a lot of people talked about how he shouldn't be criticized, but I didn't see anyone say, "Oh wow, Michael, you betrayed us." Like I didn't say that.
Because I suppose we can say this now. We knew he was writing before the episodes got released, and we were like,
Yeah.
no, we understand. You got to make money. You got to pay those bills. You have to eat your food.
And to be honest, I actually like if I was given the chance to write an All Engines Go episode, I would write it. Like I really don't see the problem with it. Like
Yes, you're getting paid to write something. Would Jolly?
Yes,
would
no.
Jolly read?
He needs a job.
Exactly. He needs a consistent form of income to pay his bills.
especially in his line of work, because like a writer is a pretty like unsteady job when you think about it. Like you have to literally create new content every time you do something. Like that takes that he has my respect, certainly, because like he's really doing something that he's passionate about.
Shame that the executives never let him write to his full potential.
Yeah, that's the thing about Michael. Like you can tell, like I mean, obviously because he's a Thomas fan, but you know that he has a million ideas that he would want to do, but he could only do like 2 or 3 because he's limited, in what he can do each season.
To me, I think Thomas and the Royal Engine would have made a good hit Ewa special.
You see, I feel like my main issue with the Royal Engine's like the beginning of it's good, the ending of it's fantastic. I'm not a big fan of the middle. That's my only issue with it.
Yeah.
It feels like there's a bit too much fluff in the middle.
I kind of feel the British set's a bit lazy because they're just weak.
Well, no, I feel like something they could have done is they could have definitely, considering it had been 5 years, they could have definitely touched up the Journey Beyond Sodor, the bridge set. That's really bare.
I mean, they only showed for 2 seconds. I don't think that needed to be fixed. And besides, Bubba animation in general is kind of like.
Well, no, I really like that field set. That cornfield set they have for.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love the yellow. It's very vibrant.
Yeah.
I think I did a 10-minute edit of that video of the Royal Engine where I took the Royal Engine and I clipped as much as I could out of it, and it actually works as a 10-minute video, surprisingly. So it could have been just an average Brenner era episode. Yeah.
Well, no.
One of the laziest fets was like Battersea Approach because it really didn't have many good, interesting features like the real place had. Like you see Battersea Power Station in the background.
I thought it was really cool, the Battersea one. That was cool. But like the thing is, it's like that's all shoved at the end. For the vast majority of it, it's just Thomas in like generic green set.
To be honest, they could have actually done more of that because if you don't know that exact place is on the approach to London Victoria Terminus.
Yeah, and I remember Michael actually making a.
Thomas goes to what's the name of the station, or was it ever specified?
Victoria.
Okay.
Yeah, but
and Victoria's near Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, Victoria's the approach is that they actually model the station approach in it, but it's not as interesting as it is in real life because it goes up. It goes upwards.
I wouldn't say Christopher would show up, but his Hillary, his sister, has showed up the last one.
Yeah, I think I remember Luke Ryan. He said that. I think he said that Christopher has become more of a recluse in recent years.
Yeah, no, I saw him. He mentioned that on. Was it on a Lucky Tug stream?
Yeah, it was on Tug stream. Yeah, he mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what made him recluse.
I think he's just getting old. Like he's just.
You're just like yes. You're just like I've done what I can now. It's just time to wait out the clock.
I wondered that. I wondered like when I was watching Tug's video, like has Chris like actually seen this? Like, has he been on YouTube? Has he watched his review? Like, I don't know. It's just food for thought. I guess he hasn't, but
Hillary seems to like be very in depth with the franchise. Well, she seems to be like a massive follower of it.
It's a shame the franchise doesn't have a good franchise owner.
Well, you see, I feel like Mattel having Thomas right now is good for us from a copyright standpoint.
Yes.
From anything from an official standpoint, we're fucked.
I mean, I've always said that I'd love Thomas to be owned by a Japanese company, but as you said, Spencer, Japanese companies are very strict with their copyright. So
because like if Disney or somewhere in Japan gets it, it's just like it's going to take us.
Yeah, I really do not want it to be owned by Disney because I've said this before, but like once Disney owns something, they'll do it for like 2 seasons and then they'll never touch it ever again.
No. But the moment Disney buys Thomas, it's going to be a snap of Mickey Mouse's glove, and all of our stuff is just wiped clean from the internet. And then.
I hope Michael likes his gift.
What do you get?
What did you get him? Hillary enjoyed the Who Wrote the Rails. Yeah, no, that was in the Steam Legacy documentary.
Oh, did she? That's interesting.
Remember? No, you see, I don't think Nintendo should own Thomas because Japanese and then copyright and then we're fucked. And Nintendo have been very sketchy in terms of their releases. Like, yes, I love a majority of their games, but
I saw a funny meme, a funny Nintendo meme there. It was Nintendo bulldozing a orphanage because there's a boy in it named Luigi.
Imagine if Hornby just stopped doing Mulhouse and just bought Thomas.
Would any company want Thomas? I mean, Mattel's done a pretty good job at devaluing it, I would say.
oh, we got someone else wanting to join. Oh, Hiley's back.
Hey, I'm back.
Imagine if a Mulhouse company just buys Thomas.
Honestly, all I care about right now is merchandise. Like, I don't care about the show anymore. It's dead. Like, if they can make good Thomas merchandise, I'd be a happy camper.
No,
Yeah,
see,
I care about-
that's where I feel like we got to look to Japan on this right now because
Japan make cool stuff.
not just that.
Oh, I kind of saw pictures of old Player items like in plastic bags. So maybe that's also the reason why.
So what do you think? Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm.
Well, no, we need more stuff like this. The
Oh.
Android Thomas.
That's pretty cool.
I bought this for €30, worth every
Why?
penny. Because look at it, it's so cute.
I mean, I guess he is kind of cute. Yeah, I will admit that. Yes.
That and I was able to make great use of this lamp. Because my main Thomas is currently wearing the cast of it.
I'm sorry.
Do you know what defines cuteness? It's actually big eyes and a very tiny mouth.
That one has a huge mouth.
Disney might fire someone who cares about the franchise and try to defend it like Michael White. Wait, fire someone? What? Is Disney fired Steven for defending Kermit the Frog?
Damn.
Okay.
Hmm.
See, see. All I know about Disney is their bullshit.
I hear that like Disney is actually, I believe more recently it's been a very progressive. So like
No,
sort
they
of
act
LGBT
progressive.
stuff.
They'll act progressive, but they'll take away anything the moment they've been like, yes,
Yes,
good.
they're like survival of the fittest. They're like playing survival of the fittest. Like they're trying to choose which franchise they're gonna take away in favor of the other one, and they're just like, oh, we picked this one beloved by many fans, and then boom, they're kind of progressive, like in a survival sort of way.
Okay, my Android Thomas's lamp just fell off. I don't know where it is.
I kind of noticed that you have an Oliver. You have an Oliver. It's the boy.
It's my boy.
It's the Great Western Engine. He does Great Western rap.
Warner Brothers, I feel would buy Thomas, but I don't think they'd want to.
No, not one of us is stupid.
What about Sega?
Sega. I mean, they already made a game with Thomas and Friends. Something about racing.
Is someone in an avalanche? Or?
Not in an avalanche. It's my.
What are they gonna do? Like release like a few things and then forget about it, like
There you
every other IP they ever had, apart from Sonic.
I mean, I think I remember that they made a game specifically where you race engines, like James against Doug, the Doug against Thomas, and then you painted them with like a brush thing.
Oh yeah, no, that game. But I don't think any big company would want Thomas.
Yeah,
given
they
that,
would.
like in recent years.
Because they know that Thomas is its own thing. It has its own fans, and it doesn't really need any games, given the fact that they already have merchandising. So, yeah, I don't think they would want to like buy it. Want to like buy the franchise completely and then just make video games where they have like some gems.
I just realized I was just looking at my route here to the Audrey Extravaganza, and it goes through Vickerstown.
Vickerstown?
Yeah, it goes through Vickerstown.
The station, the town, the city.
The town.
What are you getting both?
What was that?
I think there are also some other diecast users that use stop motion. Like, for example, Crazy Thomas and Alan the Video Maker. Alan's one of my closest friends. His latest work, Horror Lord, has some pretty damn smooth animation. And given
I
the
don't
fact
like
that
how time
some-
consuming it is.
given the fact that slow motion takes lots of time, there's also Crazy Thomas who repainted almost all of his engines.
I don't think we want Wild Brain to own Thomas. What did Wild Brain do?
Oh, what?
I'm going by what this person says.
Isn't that the ones that like got some of the old DIC cartoons and we uploaded them on YouTube?
Hughes Walt Bryan.
I don't know.
I have a question.
I don't. Well, we're asking the same question, so
Yeah.
Isn't it like
just
guy
a question.
uploaded like some of the old thick DIC cartoons like The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and the video cartoons?
Haley, are you outside?
No, it's my air. Let me show. I just changed accents. I know, I mean. Let me show. Wait. It's right
I mean,
here.
you don't need to show it. I'm just asking. Is
Yep, it is.
Your fan.
I have fun.
Your biggest fan.
I'm just gonna shut up for a bit, just so you guys hear me.
well, no, we can hear you. It's just we can hear. We can also hear the air.
Oh yeah.
Now, is it pronounced Portmadog or Portmadoc?
Isn't it Pop Maddox? Madoc.
Portmadoc. Okay.
I don't know. I think it was. I think your
Me
second
neither.
one was closer than the first one.
Well, it certainly isn't Portmadog.
Pork my dogs.
Now, what should we talk about next?
Who's gonna fight who at the Audrey Extravaganza?
I don't know.
I wish I could go.
I think.
So I have a
is gonna have a
question.
showdown.
How can Tug get to Audrey Extravaganza? Like, won't he have to go on land?
Yeah,
That's a terrible joke.
Wait,
No, we're gonna put him on a low loader.
wait, where does Audrey Extravaganza will take place?
The Tyclin Railway, of course.
Is it like around America or is it like in the UK?
UK.
UK. God
UK.
fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. One of the
That's
things
gonna,
is.
it's gonna take place in the old sheds at Tralee.
Yep, if I have to go all the way up to the UK, I might have to be like 22, already have a job, and have enough money to go. So yeah, I can really
Just
go.
save up your money as much as you possibly can. That's all I can recommend.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
man,
then the
then-
moment you get the chance to go there. Some people want Hasbro to buy Thomas. See, I'm a bit sketchy with Hasbro because they can either treat it like a Power Rangers or My Little Pony.
Yeah, wait, my mom.
So anyway, around the fights of the Audrey Extravaganza, I bet Thomas Fan 8 is going to have a showdown with 10 Lay 10.
There we go. I'm back. My mom
I
called
don't
me.
know. I'm wondering, like, there's certain tribes in the Thomas fandom,
I want
so-
Louis 2 and Ryan Hagen to duke it out. Two old gods fighting.
Oh, hello, Jonathan.
Ryan Hagen looking for the Unlucky Tug's crown. He wants it back.
Oh no, I
Oh,
doubt there's
damn
going to be actually any. I doubt there's going to be any proper showdowns because realistically, considering some of the stuff that's gone on in like the last 2 years in fandom, if there hasn't been a fight at those, I don't think there's going to be a fight at this.
I think they'll probably shake hands and be very polite to each other because they're not assholes. They're like
Hello,
they're
Jonathan.
like civilized, you know. Hello, Jonathan. It's nice to see you again.
This man, follow him on Twitter. He is such a nice. He has so much positivity. He has so much positivity that I wish I had.
Yes, Jonathan, and unfortunately, he isn't going
Yes.
to the extravaganza, but because he said there on Twitter he isn't going. But that's a real shame because I would have loved to, met him. I definitely would have
Yeah.
shook his hand. He's a very nice lad.
This man spreads positive vibes wherever he goes.
Yes, the legendary.
He's Rebecca done right.
that is the best way to put him. Did Ryan Hagen create the online fandom? Well, he's the head of SIF.
Ryan Hagen? Who's that?
He's
Well,
the head of SIF.
MK, I think MK would probably say otherwise.
Well, no, he did. He didn't create the online. Well, no, I'd say the online fandom was probably a thing, but it's just Ryan Hagen was like the founder.
Oh,
It was,
like,
it was like the first fully dedicated Thomas website for older fans.
oh, that's very cool. That name kind of reminds me of Mason Hagen, just like the name Sam Wilkinson reminds me of Tom Wilkinson. Why do they have the same names? Are they related?
No,
That's
that's just how names work sometimes.
I don't think they're related. No.
Okay, cool. For a second, I thought that Tomatron was related to Sam Wilkinson. Oh, Jesus, that would be scary. Anyways,
That
I'm glad.
wouldn't be scary. That'd be fun.
Oh look, Thomas, you got to go and meet your cousin up north. No, here you go. Some
What did you do?
Rock the Jordan.
What did you do?
I'm just realizing. I'm just looking here at the map of Taywin. There's a place called Pandy. Is that like a Fireman Sam thing? Ponty Pandy.
I don't know. What? Oh, when I was at my grandmother's for a few days. I came across an episode of Fireman Sam. They have a police horse now.
Yeah, they do.
did you?
And the policeman is like black, isn't he? He's like black and he's a policeman. And it was released around 2020, so it's kind of like, oh, okay.
Oh, Fergus, I'm loving the new profile pic.
Hell yeah.
Wait, I have a question for you, Spencer.
What's that?
So, if take-along engines from 2002 to 2006 have rivets, how did you manage to take away Fergus's face if he has a rivet?
That's a simple solution. I took a hacksaw.
Jesus Christ! You just hacked the face off.
Yeah.
You just murdered your Fergus. R.I.P.
I've done that to all my engines. I've cut most of their faces off.
Damn. Well, anyways,
The real killer stuff.
Kermit the Frog is one of my favorite characters of all time. Well, you're in good fucking luck. He's got a gun.
So Spencer, since we're going to Audrey Extravaganza, is there anything there you want us to do? Like any photos you want us to take or anything?
Get an Irish Boys group photo.
Can we do it?
Well, it won't be a group photo. It'll be like a few of us, but
Yeah, that's what I mean. Get all the lads you can from the Irish Boys in the one photo.
like Tidmouth Yard and Prickles if he's there, and Michael White.
Yeah, no,
That'd
just get as many people as you can into one group shot because.
And maybe even Sam Wilkinson for good measure.
If you wanna.
I love the idea of Sam Wilkinson just standing there next to the Irish ones. That's
Just like, no, he'll pull the, oh yes, my great great grandfather's aunt, uncle, son, cousin's dog, a wife's aunt, mistress was I touched an Irish dog. So
brother-in-law,
therefore,
ex-wife's husband's brother's sister's dog's mother.
Just pretend he's Robin Swan, my country's health minister, because they're both tiny. They're both short, very short people.
well, what if some of them don't want to show their faces? Well, you see, I feel like, well, John has shown his face. Adam has shown. Have you shown your face, Adam? I don't think I've seen your face.
I think I have shown my face, but I'm still a little conscious of it. But yeah, I'd show it from now and then.
Are you in your mid-30s?
Oh yeah, no. John has shown his face. Well, I've seen John's face before, and then
Now you have seen it again.
well, Fergus, I've seen your face, but I don't know if you've shown. Wait, no, you did show it public
Wait.
on a Twitch stream once.
It's live on Twitch, like usually, and then if not there's video somewhere of it, I think Secret Santa or
Yeah.
whatever.
Like you can find it, but it's not like out in the open.
I don't
Where is it gone?
Oh, we lost Adam.
No.
We
Rip
lost
Adam.
Adam.
Oh, rip Adam. Rest in peace, Adam.
Rest. Oh, say, can you stay? I prefer not to show my face. Well, that's perfectly up to you, John. I mean, Adam. I mean, Josh. I was. Oh my God! It's just fresh.
Yes,
my-
it's my face. I know. I usually don't show it, but whatever.
Now I gotta stick a shirt on to show my face. God damn it.
I'm not gonna show my face. I don't think I'm at
No,
legal age.
you don't. If you don't have to, if you don't have to show your face if you don't want to. It's just-
Oh, okay, cool.
It's a purely optional thing.
Where's my
Yeah.
shirt? There's my shirt.
Oh yeah, my Molly song. Yeah.
Oh god, my hair's a mess. There you
You've
go.
been in the sun today, Fergus.
Pass.
Okay, wait a second. Irish boys FaceTime.
Look, bed is comfortable. I don't have to leave bed if I don't want to. Protest.
We're all going out on the pub tonight.
Yay.
You better be getting me my fake ID.
We're in Ireland. The, legal
Any-
the actual start drinking age is 12.
What?
True,
Bumps.
but I was meant to get a fake ID actually. Whoops.
Wait a minute. What? They actually let people drink age like at 12.
You know that
Well,
line
listen-
from Diesel D199. Are you a fascist? And then he's like, no, I'm a fascist.
So John, well, if John's going to show his face, I might as well show mine as well. You don't have to show your face. Oh,
Okay, cool.
Can't let you be the only cool one.
damn. I
Just
saw
a bunch of
Fergus's
boys
face-
who are Irish and Mexican.
I saw Fergus's face on the Secret Santa video. That's fun.
I mean, which Fergus? The
Me.
TV series Fergus or
No, he's talking about this Fergus, the one that's here.
which one?
Me.
And
Talking
You?
about Bob, because Bob's real actual username is Fergus fan.
Oh, okay.
Is he your actual favorite character?
No, he never was. Just find him relatable.
those traction
enough.
engines.
See, I always love Fergus just for the fact it's like, oh my god, he's only in these 2 episodes and we never see him again.
Gotta like the obscurity.
What I like about
First
Fergus is like he's
in
like a
3
real
episodes,
engine, isn't he?
Spencer.
He's like those.
Was it Silver Circle or something or Blue Circle?
He's kind of
Blue
like
Circle.
one of.
Spencer's in 3.
Oh yeah,
Fergus
no,
is- Fergus is like it's like your. Okay. Fergus is just like like that person that just tells you to do things right, like
Well,
your
speaking of
mom and dad
Fergus-
that tells you to do it like this or do like that, or
Speaking
like
of Fergus, he's in
like-
the chat.
he's kind of strict, but I like the traction engine. Also, surprising thing is that I've been keeping my Fergus in good condition for like now 11 years, 12. That's kind
Oh.
of insane.
I've just been a memory has popped into my head, Fergus. I remember the story you told me when you first saw Sam Wilkinson.
No,
on
get
Fergus.
out. No, not allowed. No, we
Get
said we
out.
wouldn't speak of it. We said we wouldn't speak of it. You shut your mouth.
I'm not gonna say it, but we both know.
Oh god, I just had a great idea. You know the wooden railway. You know the wooden railway milk tank. What if like we gave that to Sam, but like we put Sam Milk in Sun on it?
I think you've accepted just for the meme.
That would be an interesting idea. Oh god, I just realized I have some like you know the Thomas magazine. I
Yeah.
have some All Engines Go like Thomas magazine because inside the magazine there was also like what do you call it a story. You know Michael White's story Heart of Gold. That
Yeah.
was in it, and I actually used that as wrapping for his little present. But now I have like an All Engines Go magazine, and I don't know what to do with it.
What did you get, Michael? Actually,
Oh, it was just Duchess. I just got like a cheap like like it's a static model, but Michael said that he wants to make a sort of a kit bash Duchess, so I thought he might use some parts on it, and I also made a Hunt the Truck, and then I wrapped it up in a Heart of Gold magazine story.
oh okay. Well, no, yeah, no, that's kind of that's cool. Cool thing to say. You've got things from his episodes inside, and then it's all wrapped within another episode.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Why didn't Duchess get like a proper LMS paint job?
Well, because a
I
proper
heard some
LMS
really-
paint job wouldn't sell toys.
I think her maroon would have sold toys.
No, but you see, our parents were just mistaken for James. I feel.
No, awful. I would love to actually see an engine in like proper LMS mode in the show. That would be beautiful.
Well, the closest
Actually, you know what would have been a
magazines
cool
are-
idea for Duchess? What if they'd made her purple?
Yes.
Like kind of a
I
maroon
couldn't see that.
purple?
I couldn't see that.
No,
Personally.
like maybe like Lady Purple, kind of.
Lady Purple.
No, I wouldn't. No.
I
BR
wouldn't.
Express Blue.
I wouldn't honestly picture Duchess with like the livery she had like in Thomas and the Royal Engine, white. That honestly kind of fits like the royal theme. Like I can't see like Duchess like with like red, blue, or like any other like vibrant color.
What about Elmet? What about Wartime Black?
Yeah.
maybe.
BR Black.
Maybe.
Michael didn't he say like in an interview that like Journey Beyond Soto characters were going to be in the special? My question is, would have meant that Merlin and Duchess would have appeared like together? Wouldn't that, or like not together, but like in the same special? Like, would that have been a bit confusing? I wonder.
No, I would have. Well, you see, I feel like Hugh Bonneville's got the voice to where he's like, yes, no, he is different.
No,
I suppose the Tree Funnels.
should have done. They should have just made a set based off Conforth. Like West Coast Railway Steamtown near
Well, Hugh
Bowen.
Bonneville, he seemed to like really enjoy like being on Thomas because you can tell with his performance, just like, oh god, this guy loves it.
I'll never get over the fact that they didn't make a Paddington joke with Merlin. I'll never get over it.
Find it funny because didn't Paddington 2 come out the same year?
2017,
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I find it so funny that both of his train-related films came out in the same year. Also, Tornado was in that film.
Yeah, and so was one of the LMS crabs.
Bob is doing some extreme hacking.
You know what would have been a lovely little Easter egg in that movie? You know the circus train? Imagine if it was called like Topham Circus or something.
Oh, yeah, oh, that'd be cool, actually.
Harry Toppers.
Didn't the Rolling Stock in that movie, the Paddington 2, weren't the couplings like these big American couplers?
I think so. Because I
Yeah.
saw the film at Christmas because, RTE being like, yes, we're going to show all these films today.
Yeah, it's funny, like RT is nothing on, and then like once a year they just put everything on it.
Sure, it's the same with the BBC as well, I assume, up the north. Yeah.
You know, for all the Christmas specials Thomas has had, other than YouTube, I don't think I've ever seen like one played on TV or anything.
Imagine a Shed 17 Christmas special played on TV.
Well, no, my whole thing with Christmas is basically, okay, this means I gotta watch all the Christmas episodes and all the Christmas fan content. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Because Christmas is just, Thomas is a franchise built for a Christmas-centric thing, if you ask me.
I mean, they have lots of episodes based on Christmas, like Thomas and the Missing Tree, like the one where Santa Claus appears like 2 times. There's this one where Thomas gets stuck like in a bunch of snow and Donald Duck to save him.
I think
Like, lots of episodes are based like on Christmas.
the one reason Thomas works really well with Christmas is, well, first, trains and Christmas, they kind of go together well, but also I think it's that sort of Christian element that it had. Because the way Thomas was like, it was created by Audrey and he's sort of religious. I feel like that sort of connection it had made Thomas even more special in terms of Christmas.
Oh,
I feel it's down more to the cast of characters because there's just so many characters and they're all just like one big family.
Yeah.
They all stick together and then they're just like
That's. Go ahead, sorry.
oh, I remember this as well.
Wow.
I watched it. I
Oh,
watched it the
really?
first time they showed it, and I was like, "God damn it!" Because wait, how many of you?
cool.
How many? Any of you see Wubba in the cinema?
I didn't see it like
Maybe.
I
Yes,
didn't
I
actually see it in cinema, and I didn't see the movie fully because back then I was just appalled by seeing the movie. Like, what the frick happened? Where's Edward? And so yeah, I didn't see it fully, but I did see some remakes, like the "I'm Sorry" song by Thomas, the ending theme one, like "We're Friends."
Fun
Did
fact
you,
of the
see,
day.
did you see it, John or Bob, in cinemas?
What movies?
Wubba.
No, I saw Legend of Lost Treasure in cinema when
Oh.
it came.
Oh,
That was a good experience.
wait. I know why Christmas is so special to the Thomas universe as well. Not just because it has to do some affiliation with Audrey and religion, but it's
Okay,
because we
Josh,
can
the
see
fact-
Thomas
Josh,
get
the fact that
angry.
you
by-
remember the specific
Cloud.
date. The fact that you remember the specific date and time.
worries you.
Yeah, no, I'm.
Don't worry.
Fun fact. of the
Okay,
day,
well,
Spencer.
another good point you made, Spencer, was about the cast because Christmas is a sort of time where family comes together, and this is sort of
Yeah.
exclusive. This is exclusive to season 1 and 2, but in a lot of episodes in season 1 and 2 of Thomas, you never see the whole cast together. It's always 2 or 3 characters. But with the Christmas episodes, it was always the cast came together. Like it was how like Boko and Diesel and Bill and Ben and Bertie, like they brought everyone together, and I thought that
Except
was
Daisy.
really. Except Daisy, because you can't have Boko and Daisy together. But
Because they
That's
use the
surprising that
same-
they never made a second chassis.
Well, it's because you see after season 2, it was either one or the other appeared for that season because like Boko was in season 3, Daisy was non-existent because apparently Rick Civilcow didn't like her, and then season 4, Boko was given a dummy chassis and Daisy was given the motor. and Daisy kept the motor until where she is now at Drayton Manor.
in
Mm,
prison.
And
doesn't
Boko's-
matter.
It didn't Boko appear with a what is it, a coach chassis, a express coach chassis at the
Bogey.
bogie,
Yeah,
yeah.
Clearwater
Oh,
event, yeah.
that explains why he didn't move a lot. That's because Daisy actually had the chassis for a long time and Boko didn't, right?
Well, season 4 onwards, yeah, it was all Daisy had the chassis.
Damn.
Well,
And
What
well,
in season 5?
No, Boko. Sorry, no, I'm correcting myself. Boko had the chassis in season 5.
oh, okay. Well, that's a pretty cool fact. Oh yeah, does anybody remember when they revealed Rosie to be red? I think the internet went a bit crazy
Yeah,
of
Yeah.
that.
I actually like the way. I actually think the red looks
I
better.
prefer the red. I
Yeah,
prefer
as
the red.
well. Even
I think I probably shouldn't comment because I've obsessed about it too much.
I kind of like to think that Rosie had lots of development like off screen. You know, seeing characters develop like through the series makes me a big happy because it's like one of the biggest challenge of the life, and they just like beat it and then they finally develop. I think that's what development is supposed to be. Um, and given like Rosie finally like going away from her like annoying ass "I love you so much, Thomas, I would die for you" face, it makes me a bit happy, I
Well,
suppose.
the thing I find interesting about Red Rosie and Pink Rosie is, like, you associate the color pink and you associate Rosie and her makeup with sort of young girls and, sort of in the primal state. And you sort of associate the color red with, more mature women. So I like that association with
Hey,
Red Rosie. I think it
let's
really
not
works.
talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Ha ha ha. But I see what you're trying to go for. I don't
No more
really.
gender talk.
Let's not talk about that.
Not
Yeah,
hip-hop with genders.
Turning Red. Let's talk about Turning Red and how good of a
Yeah.
personal movie that was.
yeah, but still. Seriously though,
I didn't see it.
James got really angry when once she saw Rosie was red. Like, I thought I was the only red engine. No, bitch. There's also Arthur. There's Bertie, the boss. There's Harvey. There's Spencer
Byron.
coaches. Like, you're not the only red engine.
You go to
Or-
list red engines, and the second thing you name is Birdie.
Bertie or James.
Or the narrow gauge
Yeah.
ones.
Yes, my favorite
Yeah, narrow
engine.
gauge.
30.
Well, all the narrow gauge when you're going by railway series. Rosie kind of
So
looks
why
male.
why did I've a
Let's do
good
that.
question here. Why did the Cul du Fel not really catch on with the fandom?
What?
Why did the Cul du Fel not really catch on with the fandom? That's my question.
Oh, well,
What
I
do
don't
you
really
mean?
know. I don't really know why. To be
I
honest,
find it an interesting railway because it's a unique railway because it goes up the mountain.
some
Oh,
sorry.
Enterprising did a whole film about it.
Some fandom members are kind of sided with the Coldifel Railway stories. I kind of see their points, and the other points like, oh, it's good, it's bad. I don't like this because Cody doesn't have a personality. They say, I don't give a shit about the Railway series mostly, so I'm just sitting there like,
How
oh,
dare
yes,
you?
I agree.
How
I-
dare you?
How dare you
thinking-
speak this heresy?
We're burning
well,
this man at the stake. Get him out of here.
No, I'm trying to say that some people
Oh,
think
get the
that.
axe.
No, wait, don't take me off. I'm just trying to say something. That people are trying to saying like they're sided between the story because they think that it doesn't really hold much to the other ones. Although I don't know what they're talking about. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. I never read it, so yeah. Maybe I'm gonna give it a try when I get into the Railway series books.
I don't think
Um,
there's too much to write about a mountain railway like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can basically like look up any sort of thing about Snowden, and you can turn that into a story pretty much. So you can do loads of things. And like it's a unique railway, definitely. Being high up in the mountains.
Oh,
I can't imagine if they write a story about Engine 7 and 8 just being dismantled and stored away.
I think like I like to sort of look at it from like the Skarloey Railway perspective and the Cul du Fel, because with Skarloey, I love all those characters. They're all really memorable. And like I can identify them, but with the Cul du Fel, I can never, like, they're all purple and they all look the same to me, and I'm sure they definitely do have unique characters, but I don't know. I just personally don't get sort of gravitated by them.
I'm Diesel.
I'm Diesel. I love surprises. I'm full of surprises, as you can clearly see. Hey,
Oh, that's-
wait a minute.
What would you say is your favorite song from The Great Race?
Wait, my mom's calling.
Streamline it.
See, no, I don't like that one for some reason. I never caught on to that one.
Oh, do you remember when some guy got Markiplier to sing Streamlining
Oh.
with him?
Who was that? I want to know who that is.
I think was it Tom Wilkinson or I could be wrong. No, I'm definitely wrong. Someone else.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, I just talked with my mom. They're
Give me
fixing
the curves
my
I
car.
deserve. What's that? The bike of 87.
My favorite one is Be Who You Are and Go Far.
Yeah.
Some people kind of make it into their PowerPoint style. You know, I don't like that. It's kind of cringe. But I've seen some remakes like Spencer's, like Thomas Taking Play Productions, and I think they're pretty neato. So like some, that
Well-
song actually like defines the end from like the.
I'm
from, like,
going to collect a beverage. Does anybody want a beverage?
I think.
We know one thing. One thing I really appreciate about
right
the
up to the north.
Okay,
What beverage would you like?
just send it to me like in
Quick
postage. I don't think Coca-Colas can get old. Okay, maybe they can.
now what I liked about the Great Race was in terms of the songs was they sort of function like a Disney musical in a way. Like you have the villain song, which is Diesel's song, and you have the sort of love duet between Thomas and Ashima, and then you have like the sort of I Want song. So you know the Disney the standard Disney song, like where for example Ariel, she wants to go above the water, or in Hunchback of Notre Dame, what's his name wants to go out there. Streamlining sort of functions in the I Want category, and I like that those songs like take very basic tropes and make them kind of give them a fresh spin.
Yeah, I kind of see your point of view like in the movie. Although I don't really like the whole Thomas Ashima plot thing, because not only Thomas is kind of acting out of character, but he's also getting a bit bricky. I don't know. I kind of like the song, like where Ashima just tells Thomas, "Hey, dude, you're okay. You're fine just the way you are. You don't need to change like anything from what you are. You don't need like tractor wheels. You don't need like a helicopter. You're fine the way you are." I don't really care about the romantic thing from the movie because I don't really give a shit about that when it comes to engines. But yeah, I think it's really neato. And like I
collected
said,
my beverage.
oh cool, that's water.
Who's to say it's water? Could be vodka.
Damn. Wait, how old are you?
Because you're too much of a fitness freak to drink alcohol straight.
You're damn right, Fergus.
Well, you know what they say: the darker the liquid, the worse the hangover.
Well, vodka's like clear, and that's like pure alcohol.
Oh yeah,
usually
but
the
that doesn't mean you have a bad hangover. Like,
Wait a minute. How old are you? Like, are you
19.
even old enough to drink? What?
I'm 19.
19?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay. It's fine. You can drink how much vodka you want. It's fine.
Who were you to stop him from drinking? What were you gonna do if he was underage?
Yeah.
I would send him to the police.
Do it. Go on. Just walk up, take him away.
Okay. I'm gonna take it away. Tale of the
that's
Brave.
something.
You know what? Not a lot of people talk about Tale of the Brave. They just like put it aside and they just say, "Oh, it's just this movie about Percy trying to get his fears away." Like, no, it's not just that. Like, it's once in a full moon, they give Percy like a chance of spotlight to actually grow as a character. And I think Tale of the Brave like handled it pretty good. Mostly themes on like what brave is supposed to be like. Brave isn't like not feeling scared. It's being brave while doing something that you're scared of. I think they actually put the message pretty well. The landslide scene was pretty damn cool. We actually got to see another moment where Percy was like a little hero. And yeah, I actually love the movie. It's one of those that I just feel like it needs to be said a lot much more, but people just don't really want to talk about it. But I like it. I can rate it like a 9 out of 10 because I still like the themes that it usually brings. Like I said, being brave is not being scared, but being brave is like
What you
being
do
brave while
even
doing
while you
something
do
scary.
feel scared.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Can't spell gay without the geisha.
Why isn't Train Man 13 in streams? Oh, Train Man! He actually does some pretty cool customs.
Yeah. Well, he just hasn't joined. Probably got a life. Unlike
Yeah,
us.
I don't know. I feel like Tale the Brave is kind of, it's the special I've returned to the least. I really liked it when it came out, but I just, out of all the other specials in the Brenner era, it's the one I've returned to the least. I just don't really care about it anymore. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've only watched it in full twice.
I've watched it in full like maybe 5 times, I want to say, but
I don't know. I actually liked it, but yeah, sure, it's fine.
Oh, today online, I bought the season 21 Christmas DVD, the complete season 10, and the complete season 11 DVDs. Because I felt like yes, I have money. I'm going to waste it on products that I do not need.
Haha, yes. I'm gonna waste it on a rare item that comes off on eBay once in a full moon. Ha ha ha.
oh, here's a
Don't be
good
so-
question. Do any of you think you'll ever own Thomas Prop one day?
I don't think so.
know.
I don't
think
think
so. But I would honestly love to own one. But I don't
I
know.
might.
If
How
you're
would I
going,
even get in contact with someone to actually own one? And
oh,
Pop Gallery is too expensive for.
Well,
lots
you
of
see, here's the thing, John. You're going to be going to the Archery Extravaganza, and you know who's there.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if we went to the Audrey Extravaganza, I'm sure there's bound to be connections there where you can, put a nice few brown envelopes around and get a face mask or two.
yeah. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever own a
Nothing
prop.
stopping you from making the.
I don't think I'll own a prop. I mean, I'm just a local diecast remake type of guy that just likes to make models. I don't think I'll ever own a prop, but it'd be pretty cool to know that some props are still out there, safe in their own hands of the only person that can actually take care of them, that being Ricky and Lewis.
I have a question.
Oh, but Jacob.
Jacob,
This is
he
a
owns
joke.
stuff.
For anything we talk about stealing the props, this is a joke.
Who said I
Uh-oh.
was joking?
Well, no one ever.
I
found
wasn't
out who
joking. We were
stole
good. We were really going to do that,
Delta or Toby.
Spencer.
When
I
those boxes
wasn't
stole
joking.
We
them.
plotted this out before
Okay, I was
Spencer.
joking. I
We
was
stop at the
joking.
penalties, and we go right.
Listen, I'll open the boot, right? Bob, you get the table. We attach these wheels to it. Be in and out 30 seconds.
I want to get my people. Wait.
No.
Spencer, we've plotted our breakout route from Drayton Manor before.
Yeah, no, I've had this. I always find it. No, see, here's my. Wait, no, I'm just gonna say this is a joke. If we were to steal things from Greater Manor, here's how I imagine doing it.
You mean when we?
Yes, when we do it. Basically, there's these drive your Terrence things next to the exhibition display. What we do is we all show up, stuff the bags with the props, get on those Terrences, and drive.
We do a little trolling.
You know that raid Area 51. I'm thinking doing that, but just getting everyone from Audrey Extravaganza, and getting a few shuttle buses and taking them down to Drayton Manor, and we open up the gates and we flood in to Drayton Manor. We charge at the Thomas display and we rescue all the props.
Well, see, here's
Frankie,
the thing.
Daisy.
We can't technically charge because if you want to get to the prop exhibition, you got to take the train.
If I
I mean,
see,
hey,
if I-
Sam did enough charging himself.
if I see my boy Neville in the extravaganza or elsewhere, I'm gonna take him and take him home. No one can take away the Neville. I don't want to see him like turn out like in Drayden Manor, like in
Where
other
does
10
Bob go?
years. I don't know
where's
where
Bob?
I know where Neville is.
We don't
we
talk
act-
about Bunker.
I actually haven't heard about the Neville props like existence. So I don't know if it's still out there or if it just not exists anymore. Although I do know that the Hector one is on safe hands.
Good.
Yeah, Simon Spencer owns that. Lucky bastard.
Yep.
I wonder
Oh,
how
Spencer,
many-
you
I wonder how
absolutely
many
you should own a
locomotives
Spencer prop.
or rolling stock was just given to crew members.
You know, I would love to own, like, when I saw it, like, oh my god, he owns the replica. What? Well, we gotta come.
I don't know. I mean, like, does it really matter? Like, when you have the prop, it's like, oh, I guess I have the prop. I mean, what do I do with it? Like, it just sort of sits there collecting dust.
When you have the prop, you make memes with the prop. You make
Oh,
like
you know-
those-
In the footage, she looks pink. She looks pink.
why
In her-
say Rosie was pink. When you look at her reference pictures,
It's something interesting about Rosie's reference photos. The makeup is missing in them. Like, that was a thing added afterwards, apparently.
I don't really care about that. I just think
that's probably a similar thing to Molly, where her reference photos have her with like the big faces, but then she doesn't have the big faces.
honestly,
Another interesting about Molly though, there's some promos of her with lipstick on, but like she doesn't have lipstick in the show.
oh, there's like the big face Molly, the one for the promo pictures that they use for like referencing
Do you think?
merchandising.
I have a question. Do you think they refilmed that episode?
Which one?
No, I wouldn't say they refilmed it.
So like, are you saying either they got how far to production do you think they changed it? Because they took ruler photos with her big face, but yet they didn't. I think they might have filmed something with it. Like maybe they got the footage back and they're like, oh, this looks terrible. Maybe they changed.
Well,
I
no,
don't know.
I feel like what because we at least know she was. Well, I'm thinking now we probably need the filming dates to understand it more because she was at least on the Kelsthorpe set.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
that's the promos.
Yeah, so I'm feeling maybe they filmed some stuff with her on Kelsthorpe, and then like they showed the footage to like higher ups or whoever, or even like just the production team, and they like realized how horrifying she looks.
Horrifying. I just think Molly's promo face looks a bit like oversized. That's all. Just like a bit, just a bit small, and it's fine.
It's amazing how much a face like making her face really like made her look like she looks brilliant. You know.
Looks smart, very smart. Has lots of wisdom and is very strong. I think that's what could define Molly's character. Like
I'd probably define her as shy and melancholy, but it's just
yeah, melancholy, but also isn't self-aware that she's very strong and independent. Just a bit, like yeah, a bit shy, but like still though, Molly is Molly, and I think that if they made another story of Molly, she would have developed like with a lot much more stories. Yeah, but they only made like that one with Thomas and Thomas mauling the trucks. Yep.
You know what I would have loved to have seen? This was an idea I had for Molly's story. Imagine Molly, Bill, and Ben.
Molly, Bill, and Ben. Oh, they kind
Because
of
in the Great Discovery, we see like they're really chummy, and I was like, well, wait a minute, like wouldn't Bill and Ben like tease her and stuff? And so I was like, oh well, how did they become friends? And, like,
Oh, I
so I was
know.
like-
Why don't like they make a story where Bill and Ben like kind of annoy Molly? In the end, like Molly just stands for herself and says, "Listen up, you little shit! I won't take none of your motherfucking business. You either work or you fucking leave me alone, you little shit." And then Bill and Ben just go back
Can
to
you
work.
believe that
Like,
episode
oh,
was
okay,
filmed rather
like,
quickly?
Guys, it's Sudrian Afro.
and then
released
just Bill and
the
Ben go back to work. Like, yes, ma'am.
Sudrian Afro just released the best video title.
Oh dear.
What was it?
Guess.
Bobbin time.
Daisy the Diesel strip car.
Oh no!
oh, someone's
Uh,
getting cancelled.
No. Oh. Why did I have to hear that shit? What's next? Femboy
Daisy's,
Percy?
Daisy's by
I'm
the
gonna
way,
go in a trash can and move myself to a trash pile.
I'm sure everyone here knows that Daisy's theme is the stripper.
Yeah, no, that you see, that's the thing. It's clearly a reference to that.
No, no.
There's a lot of aloof things about Daisy, isn't there? Like her pink buffers and her theme being
Daisy
literally called
doesn't
the
have pink
stripper.
buffers. Daisy has white buffers.
You know, she was meant to have pink buffers.
Oh, that's okay. Anyways, I kind of see Daisy like some sort of comedy relief, like Vanity's character that is kind of beloved by fans. Like later on, you know what? I kind of like Daisy like in the CGI series, like once they put Ryan, Daisy, and the breakdown crane like in the what was the relocated place for Daisy again?
Arlsberg
Alsbro?
Yard.
Oh, Alsbra. Like after Alsbra was introduced, Daisy gained a personality. Like in that one, I think there was like that one where Daisy and Harvey become enemies, and then suddenly become friends. Kind of like that episode. There was also like Daisy's Perfect Christmas, where she like wants everything to be the same, and at the end she loses it. Like she loses in like no fucking way. Like seeing Christmas change just wasn't enough for Daisy's sanity. Also, it's one of the characters that actually has pretty good merchandising, like Take Along, and Bandai Tex and Nakayoshi, Earl. Daisy has some pretty damn good merch. I'm not counting Wooden Railway here, but yeah, wish we could have gotten like more merch from Daisy.
Anyway, I think given the time, it's just about 11 p.m. I think I'd rather let people get some sleep.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fine. It's like 3:55 p.m. here. What
here
hour
it's-
is it?
Here it's nearly 11 p.m.
Damn.
And I'm guessing Bob has work tomorrow.
I'm gonna go
No,
now.
Friday.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Thanks for having me here.
Wait, what day is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
See you,
Okay,
Bob.
lads. See you, lads.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, no, I think
Bye.
I'm gonna end this here. So, thank you very much, you all, for joining.
Yeah, this was
Thanks, buddy.
highly sign out. Anyways, bye guys.
It's been a pleasure, an honor, a real pain in my ass. So, thank you all for joining.
And thank you too. Thank you for bringing me here. Bye.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye.